This is used to describe actions in the past. For example, they drank coffee. He practiced guitar. I studied English. In this case, we have to add ed to the end of the verb, or sometimes we have to change the word for irregular verbs. For example, eat, ate, run, ran. There's no rules for this, you just have to memorize these words, which is kind of tough. But the key for the past simple is that it's an action happened in the past, and we don't really care when it happened. This is important because for other tenses, it actually matters when it happened, but for the past simple, it doesn't matter when it happened. See if you can guess the right answer. Okay, so the correct answer was A. They prepared the ingredients. The key here is that they did it in the past, but we don't really know when in the past, just sometimes in the past. The next tense is the past continuous. Basically the same as the present continuous, but something that happened in the past or was happening in the past at a time. So, for example, they were running. I was eating. And in this case, it's kind of important when it was happening, unlike the past simple. For example, someone asks you, "What were you doing yesterday at noon?" In this case, you should use the continuous. At noon, I was eating lunch. And also remember, was or were. I was, they were. He was, we were. This is called subject verb agreement. So was or were. See if you can guess which one is past continuous on the next question. So the correct answer was D. She was running quickly. This sentence is cool because we have an adverb, which is a word you put after the verb to describe how. She was running. How? How was she running? Quickly. She was running quickly. The past perfect is a sentence that has the word had and then the verbs. For example, I had finished my homework, or she had drank some coffee, or they had traveled for 3 months. And this is easy to explain. So the past perfect, it's the past in the past. So that means it's some action that happened in the past before something else in the past. So this is the present, this is the past simple, and this is the past perfect. I can give you more examples. I had finished my homework before I ate dinner. Or she had drank coffee before she ate breakfast. It's the past in the past. Try to pick the correct answer. The correct answer is B. I had eaten pizza. And it's implied that this happened before something else. So you could say like, why were you sick last night? I was sick last night because I had eaten too much pizza. So the pizza happened before you were sick, but it was all in the past. Okay, let's go to the past perfect continuous. So past perfect continuous, it's like the past perfect in that it's the past in the past. So a past event that happened before a past time, but we're focused on duration or like how long it was happening. So I'll give you an example. We had been eating for 2 hours before we left. Or I had been working out for 10 minutes when you called me. So it's a past in the past with the emphasis on duration. How long were you doing something before something else? Confusing, but try to guess which one is the past perfect continuous. If you guessed D, I'd been studying for 3 hours, then you are correct. I'd. Instead of saying I had, you could say I'd. And the key difference between past perfect continuous and present perfect continuous is just the word had or have. I have been studying for 3 hours. It means you still are studying. I had been studying for 3 hours. It means it was in the past. So be careful to use I've, I have, or I'd, I had.